Hello and welcome back. On the last episode, we met a giant clown lady. I believe, based off the friends section, our first of a few purple blood friends, and the highest friend we have so far. It's not really much to comment on, really, besides the fact that we're now halfway through Friendsim. 9 volumes down, 9 to go, which means another 18 more friends. Yeah, so volume 10, starting the double digits. Who are we to meet today? Volume 10, Faraway Lands and Nearby Pals. You've been lucky enough to acquire a bounty of friendships since you arrived on this planet. But there's still an emptiness nestled right into the crook of the heart arteria. Maybe making one more friend will fix it. Maybe this next one will expand inside your chest like the sponge in a bath. Pushing out all your sadness, loneliness, and insecurities. After all, number 20 is the charm. Has it been? Oh yeah, follicle and cuprum. So this would be number 20. Okay. See that the next episode is obviously going to be Big Anime Man. Zebede Tongva. Tonight, you're abuzz with excitement. Wait, no. Your palm husk is vibrating just in your pocket. One of your friends is contacting you. You pull it out, and a notification pops up. ZZZ buzzing ZZZ is requesting to add you on Chitter. The message is accompanied by a little icon, blue with the silhouette winged animal. Some of the similarities between this planet and your own are starting to stretch your powers of belief in coincidence. Whatever. You pull up the app and read the message from. Could it be your potential new friend? Oh my god! Hi. I hope it's okay to contact you. Oops, I should introduce myself. I saw your picture on Sarava's stream. I'm one of their biggest fans. But now I'm on one of yours. Love the looks, those looks, by the way. Anyway, I would love to chat if you're open to it. If not, it's okay, you can just ignore me. Everyone else does. Could this be the universe reaching benevolently down to you a solid? It's like being given a giant pile of money unasked. You didn't even have to do anything for this friendship. You didn't even have to walk anywhere. All you have to do was join a fabled social media and it literally appeared in your pocket. Your hands are shaking a little as you go to respond. You don't seem too eager, or do you? You have no idea how to approach this. You thank ZZZ buzzing ZZZ for his compliments and say that you would be happy to talk sometime. In an instant, a notification pops up inviting you to download another app. Okay. Cool. You do it, and a video screen opens. Suddenly, you can see your new friend's face. He's sweetly round and like a roly-poly, and smiling at you broadly. Hi, I'm Zebede. I hope it's not too sudden to gripe you like this. Is it okay? Oh my god, you don't have to respond to that. Sorry for being weird. Let's start over, how do you know Sarava? Apart from being extremely friendly, this troll is also seems both to run both sides of this conversation by himself. Befriending him is the least effort you ever had to put into anything. His enthusiasm is really cute. but there's something about him that unsettles you. Looking at his looking at his hopeful face, it gives you a dark stab of humiliation you don't quite understand. You swallow down this discomfort and tell him the story of your friendship with Tarava, leaving out Tarava's personal background. He hangs on your every word. That's so cool. I wish I could hang out with you guys. Oh my god, not implying you'd want to hang out. It's just, no one ever comes to visit me. He takes out his phone and taps a few keys. A notification box pops up in front of the video. It's a direct message from ZZZ Buzzing, ZZZ, that just says Z sad, open bracket. You ask him why that is. I live in the middle of nowhere. It's good for the bees, but I guess no one really thinks it's worth the effort to come all the way here. It's just me and my Lucis, and he can't really do much around the hive. Sigh. It's fine. He really says the word sigh out loud. Despite the fact that it was fine, he seemed dejected, with a distinct downward angle to his shoulders. Sorry, his shoulders. His buzzy accent is kind of getting to you. I didn't notice. That's probably a bad sign. That if I can't notice any difference in spelling, ask him if it's really fine. Yeah, ask him if it's really fine. You tell him that you understand if he's not okay with it. After all, you say, it would be really hurt your feelings if your friend didn't make any effort for you. Isn't that what friends do? Isn't that what friends are supposed to do? He gives you a grateful smile, and some tension releases from his frame. Oh, I would never ask anyone that of anyone. I don't want anyone want to be annoying. Like, sometimes I really wish someone would take the time to visit. But I totally don't blame any of my friends for not coming. Like, I understand that, yeah, you guys have to decide which friends come first. And I just don't. Some people are just cooler and more fun than me. It's understandable. This really seems, it must be your lucky day. First of all, no one has threatened bodily violence towards you in the past 10 minutes. You fear for your life is at a low-key, reasonable level. Second, this troll is making it really obvious what he wants you to do. This is a total slam dunk of friendship opportunity. Say you'll visit. Zebede's face transforms utterly. It's astonishing. He goes from a sullen and shadowed to utterly radiant. Your heart pangs with an overwhelming surge of fellow feeling. True, you've seen other trolls react emotively at the sight of meat and blood, and your own body sparkling under the moonlight. But Zebede is the only one that has such an extreme reaction to friendship. Man, you are really feeling this little guy. You'll come? Really? That's so cool. Thanks. This is going to be so good. I'm going to get all the best snacks at my list. This is really cool. You'll like them. This is so exciting. You leave Zebede to his preparations. Even as the bulb of joy inside you goes a little wobbly. You aren't used to such a high expectations from prospective friends. Mostly people just expect you to be an imbecile. You absolutely can't screw this up. You make a promise to your brand new friend. Fortunately, that promise to visit him is in a house that is, by his own admission, so far away that not even people who know what the hell is going on can be bothered to find it. You haven't thought this through, but that's never stopped you before. First things first. What old friendships can you call on to help you out? I.e., who is likely to have a vehicle of some kind? You could always call up Tagora to see what he thinks, but you don't want to be too needy with him. Amicia, well, doesn't look tall enough to reach the pedals. Zebra, just no. You're a strong, independent alien who don't need no troll. You also don't think aliens are allowed on public transit. You don't know the number of patrol taxis. So, you'll do a crime. Perfect. What did Connell do when she stole a car? Punched the lock off with one big fist. You won't be punching off any doors, but eventually you'll find a car that isn't locked. Almost like someone helpfully left it for you. Haha, sucker. It pricks slightly at your conscience as you slide into the seat of it and fire up the autopilot, heading into the country once again. But recently, anything that isn't brutal, indiscriminately violent, kind of doesn't faze you. So you stole a car. Big deal. It's not like anyone died. This is it. So begins your gradual slide into total moral iniquity. A hardened criminal. That's you. Zebede does live pretty far out. He hadn't been exaggerating. He used the time to curl up up in the back seat and catch up on some sleep. All the while trying to ignore the fact that this car reminds you of being inside a large, squishy animal. At least you get a few radio channels out here. Zebede's hide is big and buzzing. Literally. You hear a persistent drone of bees, and it's standing right outside is the boy himself. He's so excited he's bouncing on his toes, clapping his hands together. He has a gold symbol on his shirt. You wonder if he's has psychic. You wonder if he's a psychic. You've finally been here long enough to pick up on racial stereotypes. Go you! I mean, that being said, his eyes aren't. You know, well, two different colors, really. You're here. You actually came. I seriously can't believe that someone actually went out their way to visit me. Well, you don't really have a way to go out of, but oops, history. But you keep that to yourself. You're more than happy to accept a friendship at this point. Cool. Close menu. Zebede leads you into his hive, which, like Skylar's, looks like he made a lot of it himself. There's a lot of hanging baskets of flowers and plants everywhere, and a zigzag shelf holding a book stack of colourful books. In one corner is a big screen, TV, and an entertainment centre. Zebede vanishes into another room and leaves you to get comfortable with on the big couch, which is unsuitably striped yellow and black. Unsuitably, sorry. The buzzing is pretty loud in here too, and you sure look around for bees. You're not thrilled about the bees, honestly. You wish there was some music on your phone to drown them out. You're thinking about following Zebede and seeing what he needs help. If he needs help. When your phone starts to vibrate, you look down and recognize Sarava's username. Cool. Well, I mean, he's currently. He'd love Sarava, doesn't he? So answer. Yeah. Might as well. You have no idea how long Zebede's going to be here. And if there's anyone with music, it's this troll. Sarava streams for sweeps. Hey, dude. Sup? Can't believe it took you this long to get chittered, Lamau. Damn. You're like really lost without my help, huh? Looks like you only got like 2 followers, though, Lamau. You can feel some nameless tension in you bleed away into the thump of the lo-fi chill beats, murmuring softly through Sarava's mic. If only you could just spend time with your cool friend and stop making new ones. But even the thought makes your stomach wring itself out with like a washcloth. There's no point in wishing for things to be different from how they are. You'd do anything for new friends. Anything, even crime. You ask them if they have any chitter advice. You know, on how to be cool, to be a cool guy online. I mean, you definitely came to the right troll. But I don't know if I should be like managing your brand more than I already did. It's just risky for me, you know? It's hard enough to maintaining my own image as is. Other dreamers always on my bulge, you know? Sorry, Lamau. Doesn't mean we can't hang, though. I mean, it really was chill last time. Also, I need my clothes back. You're sure, Sarava, that you'll still definitely have their clothes, and that you totally did not destroy them in an epic battle to save a giant, Collie. Okay, Collie? Oh, yeah. Skylar. That's cool, no worries or anything. I was wondering, if you wanted to hang out today. If not, it's chill, I got all sorts of stuff I can get up to Lamau. You know how it is. But yeah, let me know. Oh wow, how did you suddenly become so popular? Maybe this is what happens when you finally get online. Not only are you hanging out with one friend, but you got another one clamoring for your attention. Because we're famous. We are best. Social media is amazing. You tell Sarava you would love to chill, but you're currently out with the middle of nowhere hanging out with someone else. Maybe Sarava has heard of him. Zebede Tongva? Surely everyone on the internet knows each other. I don't know him. Sorry. You spell out Zebede's Twitter handle. Sarava's face does a complete dance between shock, worry, and wry amusement. Oh dang. Lamau. What are the odds? Small internet. So Sarava does know him. I mean, I know of him. Man, awkward. Are you guys tight though? You tell Sarava that you aren't tight yet. Pretty loose. But you're working on it. Which is why you're currently in the middle of nowhere, sitting on this bee-themed couch. Sarava scratches awkwardly between their horns. Is that like what you go online to do? That whole scene? The only scene you know about is the friendship scene. And possibly the clown scene. And the meat scene. Actually, you may be in more scenes than you give yourself credit for. Then you get the feeling that you're right on the edge of another one. You can taste it. And it makes your stomach growl. You tell Sarava whatever the scene is, you're definitely not a part of it. You don't even know what they're talking about. So what are they talking about? Not to talk badly about someone or whatever. Because God knows the ghouls who live in a glass hive or tenuously curated online social interaction shouldn't throw stones or whatever. People know. Who knows? I got some stuff back in the day. But you maybe shouldn't hang out with this guy. Hang out with this dude. Especially when you're right on the edge of breaking out yourself. I mean, you have to be careful with this stuff. I told you what happened to me on the internet. To me. I told you what happened to me. Internet fame isn't a joke. You gestured vaguely to the missing eye. Here, let me just link you. Our link pops up to the Gripe chat box. You follow in what appears to be the fanfiction account. Nothing wrong with a little fanfiction. That's not a true story. You've never been much of a writer yourself, but you're pretty pro. You're pretty pro anything. Pro anybody doing whatever they feel like, as long as they don't. It's not gruesome murder. You're a real chill dude that way. I mean, there's other things that you probably should not be chill with. I mean, right, yeah, Sam. Lamau. I'm not trying to judge or whatever, but you'll see what I mean when scroll down. You scroll past the first few pages. Most of these seem about some bands that you've never heard of. And then almost at the end you find it. Oh, damn. This appears to be a fanfiction about Sarava. You don't click through. You kind of get the idea from the tags. Well, Sarava's a big deal after all. You guess it makes sense that people would include them in their fantasies. You do it all the time, in a friend way. Yeah, you get what I'm saying now though. I mean, live your dreams right, Lamau. Any guy on the internet can write whatever he wants about me, but I don't want to see it. Just a heads up, you know. You get how that could be a little awkward. You tell Sarava that you will be careful for your internet fame. Though you doubt anybody will ever write anything about you. Who'd want to read about your idiot exploits? Yeah, Lamau. Come over whenever and I'll smoke you up. Great. More bug behind. You end the call with Sarava and navigate back over Zebede's fanfiction account. You pick up one of those about... not about Sarava. One of the teen-rated ones. You don't have anything against erotica, but maybe you'll save it for later. I don't think you should say that. You don't have any of these, you don't know any of these characters, but the context is undoubtedly indecipherable. The troll music business. But if this really is Zebede's writing, it's pretty good. You have such talented friends. Hey! Sorry, it took so long. Crap. Zebede sneaks up on you from behind. You quickly lock your phone, but apparently not quick enough. How did you find this? Oh my god, you went searching for me? I thought we were friends. What? Of course you're friends. Friends don't go digging through each other's stuff. I would have shown you my fic if you just asked. You tell him that you absolutely did not go looking for it. Sarava gave it to you when they called you up. Just now. Zebede's face closes down. Is it just you, or has the sound of the bees gone louder? Alright. So your cool friend Sarava told you. I see how it is. No, they just called you, and you answered the phone. No, it's fine, I totally get it. Even coming all this way, calling all... coming... hold on, so you're getting upset that someone has more than one friend. Even coming out all the way over here, I'm still not the priority. It's fine, it's not a big deal. I'm totally used to it. You and Sarava. What are you, mate Brits? Wow. You have big jealousy. You're absolutely not mates with Sarava. You are not mates with anyone, as far as you know. Crap, how many friends... having so many friends is exhausting. Oh, really? Like, your life is so great, I get it. You have just so many friends, and you're so popular, and everybody wants to spend time with you. Zebede is crying, and not trying to hide it. It's very sad and extremely awkward. You feel terrible. Also, like, kind of like a douchebag. You're also doing all this. You're always doing all this complaining about your lot in life. When, to tell you the truth, you've actually got a lot going for you. You have all these amazing friends who go out of their way to check up on you and ask if you want to hang out. All of that complaining is just in your internal monologue. It's not like anybody can hear your thoughts. Thank God for that. Well, I'm so glad that you and Sarava have each other. Maybe you can go hang out with them and make fun of me some more. Who was making fun of you? You try and tell Zebede that you're absolutely not making fun of him. You were just curious about his hobbies and interests. You all absolutely want to read more of his fanfictions. But the kid isn't listening anymore. You hope the car has enough gas to get you back to civilization. Awkward. He's literally... What is this image? This is... No. This is not a good image, honestly. But obviously that means we got the right ending, I guess, with the first one. So where do you live, I guess? You say it must be nice to live in the countryside. You mentioned that you did get to see some of the rural Eternia when you met Skylar, and it seems beautiful. Zebede's face twists into a grimace. Yeah, I guess. Sensing that the moment of sympathy, you tell him you're sure his friends would come to visit if they were able to make the trek. Sure. It sounds like you did visit another troll that lives out in the countryside, though. So I guess you thought she was cooler than me. That's like... So what... Okay. I think I get what this character's about. Even though we didn't know this character existed. I don't need my friends to pick me first. You struggle for words. You want to reassure him. But you also don't know him that well yet. You weakly protect that you didn't mean to say Skylar was cooler than him. You didn't even know him then. Maybe you'll be able to visit him in the future too. Yeah, maybe. I've heard that before. He's not rejecting you, but you get the sense that a wall has been raised. You're sure you're going to keep chatting with Zebede from time to time, but you get the sense that you're never going to become true friends. You're stuck at stuck in acquaintanceship limbo. Looks like you failed to earn his trust. What I don't think I'm gonna like. I don't think I like Zebede. I thought you know, he seems pretty much like a baby. Anyway, like, okay, so bringing up friends is a sore subject. Let it go to voicemail. You decide just to let it go to voicemail. You're busy with a different friend right now, and you can call him back on your drive home. Or not home, but the closest thing you've got right now. It will give you something to do besides sleep. You mess around on your phone for a little bit, filling out your profile on your chitter. Alien invasion for 1. Just here, I guess. Cool. That's honestly the best you can come up with. You aren't quite sure how your age would translate to the troll years. Sweeps? So you don't bother with that. You've already gained some more followers, so rather retweeted your intro tweet. Or chirp, rather. Zebede comes back in with a tray of snacks and 2 glasses of something bright red that you hope isn't Fago. Or blood. But that goes without saying at this point. Hey, who are you talking to? I heard your palm house go off. You tell him that you weren't talking to anybody. You let him go to voicemail. Does he really think that you're the kind of person who would take a call from someone else when you're having a hangout sesh? Heck no. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Zebede says that. But obviously, he's obviously incredibly happy that you did. We didn't have to. But, you know, you turn into a baby when we do. Like, I don't like you. I'm saying that now. Because why are you acting like, you're literally jealousy in physical form. He sets a tray out down and tops up on the couch next to you. So, what do you want me to do? Oh, sorry, what do you want to do? I have a bunch of really cool stuff and we could check out. But I didn't want to make you just do whatever I wanted. I know we barely know each other. You tell him whatever he wants to do is fine with you. You aren't picky in any sense of the word. It's honestly better if that's the case, because otherwise you'll cry. Zebede seems a little at sea by your lack of an opinion, but eventually he puts on the first episode of a pirate show. This is nice. It's nice to just chill for a little while. But you barely get through the opening credits before Zebede changes his mind and puts on a show about space pirates instead. But then he gives up on that too. He keeps looking for your input, but the extent of your experience with troll pop culture is Ramella's knockoffs, and that one bad romance flick Polypa took you to see. You're not informed enough to have an opinion. You are seriously down for whatever. Zebede does the same thing with video games for a while, becoming increasingly more distressed. You feel deep empathy at his plight, but also mild annoyance. You understand that this unreasonable fear of beefing it in front of your friends, but you feel like that's pretty much all the time. You eventually suggest that Zebede that you could just watch the last thing he watched on GrubTube. Zebede does a delicate grey color, goes a delicate grey color that you've come to realize is the troll version of a Blanche. Okay. Yeah, we could do that for sure, but you know, a guy's GrubTube queue is kind of personal. Is it? Is it really? Not that I don't trust you, but if you can't trust randos that you met on the internet and invited to your house, who can you trust? You feel that way too. You also felt that the overwhelming urge to throw yourself into the arms of strangers since you crash landed down here. You tell Zebede that You aren't going to judge him. You don't judge your friends. An overwhelming look of trembling gratitude comes over him, and once again you feel the uncomfortable pulse of empathy. You're used to being the desperate one. You aren't sure how to feel about this turnabout. All the social power. Okay. You two scroll down the history on the GrubTube account, and you find yourself choked up at the incredible trust he's showing you in right now, letting someone behind the curtain. There really doesn't seem to be anything worth getting stressed over. No porn or anything. He just has a lot of videos of Sarava, specifically ones where they're actually on camera. Oh yeah, that's so cool. It's so rad that you guys are tight, and I really want to meet them someday. He sighs. Then he sighs again, a little louder. You catch on. You catch on to your part in this bit and tell him that he can probably figure out a way to make that happen. You hope you don't have to follow through on that. Sarava's a busy guy, and you aren't sure they actually let anyone into the hive. Well, besides you. But you seem to be the exception of a number of rules. You keep the last part to yourself. The rest of the videos in his recent history are about a band called Hatch to Dance. Music videos, interviews, compilations of vlogs. You ask him what all this is about. You ask him what all this is. You never heard of H2D? Really? They're so cool. They're my fave. I mean, his eyes get shifty. I mean, whatever, they're alright, I guess. Their music is kind of catchy, and they have pretty dope group dynamic. You mentioned that all this seemed to be pretty good looking too. Really? You think so? You point out a guy with tall horns that swoosh into hooks and a lot of white hair that falls into his eyes. This guy is particularly handsome. Him? I mean, he's okay, I guess, if you're really basic. Not that I think you're basic or anything. He shows some of the music videos. They have really high production values and extremely elaborate sets. All the band's members sing and dance and get very close to kissing each other. He seems really nervous about showing you this. His deep dark secret was that he likes music videos. Is being into pretty pop stars is some kind of culture taboo? Is it? Not really. Just it's kind of a lame, and I just really want you to like me. He's trying too hard. Well, no, is he trying too hard? He's just being needy, really. He's like me, or I turn into a giant child. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. And you do like him. I don't like him. You just wish he wouldn't say stuff like that. It's embarrassing. Also reminds you that you yourself have gone around pretty much doing the same thing, pretending to agree with everything your prospective friend's saying, lying, saying into your things that you aren't. Just all around being a phony. Circumstances are different for you, though. You're an alien. This is a hostile territory. You don't have that hive or lucis or even horns. So this is way less pathetic for you to be like this than Zebede, right? Deep down, you know you're full of nonsense. You're just coming up with the reasons to excuse behavior to yourself that you condemn in others. You hang your head in shame. Zebede, who is not privy to your internal monologue, looks confused. Is it possible that you're doing the wrong thing in your eternal quest for friendship? Could it be that before you could spiral any further into a full-blown existential crisis, you hear a noise from outside that really doesn't look that you really don't like? Several noises, in fact. A crash followed by a thump. Followed by, "Get out here, you thief." Oh dear. Zebede scrambles around and looking over the back of the couch. You can make out the ship through the window. Hey, this is a total wild question that I typically would never ask a potential friend, but did you steal that skull buggy? Ah, funny story. You didn't know how else to get out here. You did it for him. For your nascent friendship. Oh, wow. Nobody's ever stolen a skull buggy from me before. Did you forget to take out the GPS chip out, though? Because I think whoever you stole it from found it. GPS chip. Right. Crap. This is not an auspicious start to your life of crime. Maybe you aren't quite ready to go at it alone. Another question rattle. It sounds like someone is taking pieces out of Sarava's hive. You get up and start to make for the door. What are you doing? You can't go out there. They look big, and they sound huge. You'll get killed. Right. He's definitely got a point there. But whoever is outside seems intent on demolishing his hive brick by brick. So you're gonna get in. He's gonna get in eventually. Better you go out there now and face the music, so at least one of you gets out of this. Zebede stares at you. Weird, globby golden tears start pooling at the corners of his eyes. You would do that for me? No, I just want to go. I just want to leave. Nobody ever offered to die for me before. That's so nice. Yeah, you're pretty nice. You're also pretty idiotic, considering that you're about to go give yourself up to a big angry troll whose car you absolutely stole. Well, it's been fun while it lasted. Actually, it's been mostly terrible. Oh well, goodbye cruel world. Wait. You have one hand on the doorknob when Zebede's shout rings against the walls and ceilings. Nobody's touching my new friend. Everybody outside the buzzing rises into a rattling crescendo, so loud that nobody, so loud it no longer sounds like animals. It sounds like the weather. It sounds like weather or a jet fighter. The intruder screams. You wins. But you also are overwhelmed by the gratitude and excitement. Zebede did it, that. For you. The scream stops for a few seconds, and the buzzing gradually recedes. You and Zebede are left staring at the door, then at each other. Behind you, Grubtude is auto-playing a H2D dance. H2D interview. Little ambient crackles of white electricity you've come to associate with psychic rives Zebede before that fades too. Did he seriously telekinetically gather up a bunch of bees just to throw at them? No, that sounds hard to, and potentially dangerous for the bees. It's more just ask them nicely. I'm bad at it though. Sometimes it doesn't work. Well, it should work this time. Yeah. Zebede nods. Then he nods again. Yeah, that was pretty cool, right? The two of you venture out outside to see what's going on. Nothing's going on. The night is quiet. The car is exactly where you left it, and there's no sign of the bees or the intruder. So either they ran away and got stung so many times they dissolved into sludge. I was expecting. Okay. Yeah. You feel another pang of conscience, but it's not enough to cover up your ecstatic surge of happiness when you see how chuffed Zebede is to have set some bees on a guy. You tell him you're grateful. You think about adding that you're proud of him, but you don't want to literally make him explode. You let him hug you instead. Guess that means you have a skull buddy now. Yay! Spoils of war. You want some buttery exploded kernels? I make them myself. Well, I put the kernels in a pot and they explode them. You tell him that sounds great. He honestly sounds he's honestly pretty fun to visit. Minus the sudden attack. You're having a really nice time, and that part was honestly entirely your fault. He should quit putting himself down so much and being such a desperate Yeah. You mean that in the nicest way possible. And it's pretty good, good advice in general. You know, just to have floating around out there. Can't really say that, I'm... Finally, we can be friends. Okay. I saw a lot more negative qualities than positives in this new friend. But with that, I think that's it really. That's our start to the second half of this Friendsim. With that, thank you for sticking around, and hopefully I see you on the next one. Goodbye.